All right, with Coach Bryan David. Hunter, stick around. Hunter. Got the score. 26-14 win over Atlee. I think the most impressive. And I went through everybody, and I just picked out your offensive line. By the fourth quarter, when I was keeping stats, I said, holy mackerel, they're going to rush for 400 yards. Barring a couple of fumbles, it would have been 400. I had you at 388 rushing. What caused that? What did you do? What did you see? Or did you just do what you do and did it better?
Well, that was the plan. We were going to go ahead and put the game on our linemen. You know, the stuff that we were doing offensively required very little ball work. It didn't require any multiple people touching the ball every play like it does with the option. We wanted to minimize turnovers, and that's why we did what we did here. So we're a better team with our regular offense. But for tonight, that was what we wanted to do and put the onus on the line. The line needed to do their job, and I think for the most part, they did a really good job.
Is this basically a package that you ran?
Yeah, it is. We've had this package. This is what we ran the entire second half against Enrico. But realistically, it was something we prepared on using all week long. And said as long as we continue to move the ball, we're going to stay in it. Had they stopped us, we probably gotten back to who we really were. And that's who we probably really will be from here on out. But it's just having that as a point that we can go ahead at any point in time jump into is pretty good.
Well, the two things I noticed out of it is at some point in the fourth quarter, I kept writing the line down. So I saw that you had one of your linemen playing tight end at some point. So that's Bradley Golson, so he's lining up at tight end. And then the second thing is Hunter seemed to find that same seam that was either on Michael Harris's right or Michael Harris's left that seemed to be a seam. Is that going behind Michael Harris, or is that Hunter finding the right lane?
Well, between Bradley and Elijah and Michael, each one of those kids is benching over 300, squatting over 500, cleaning right at 300, and Mike's is cleaning over the world, it seems like. So they're the strongest kids we have. So they may not be the biggest kids that we'll see, but at the point of attack, we're pretty strong there. We feel comfortable with who they are, but we know that we're going to go against some tough ones here going down the stretch. So they're going to get even stronger in the next week.
Well, that's what I said. They may have played well tonight, but you need them to play even better for the next two games.
Absolutely.
Are they clearly aware of that?
Every week's it's a different week. We know that. So we play 1 week at a time. We hadn't talked about Highland Springs. We hadn't talked about Lee Davis. We just talked about Atlee, and that's what we focused on. Now, when we come back on Monday, we'll be honest with them. Hey, look at what you're going up against.
So when they see what Hunter did, I had him 27 carries, 236 yards, 3 TDs. We got 82 yards for Zakari. That's some good yardage right there. Do they take just as much pride in that as the two guys that got the yardage?
I hope so. I hope so. I hope that they recognize those linemen are the reason why. I hope the backs understand that. So they're not going to be able to do stuff without them. But our line takes pride in everything they do, and they take most pride in winning. So when we win, it doesn't matter. We could have turned the ball over 20 times, and if we got a 1-point win, I think our line would have been happy.